Hello Virgo, welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie and this is your reading for August 1st through the 15th. Today we'll be pulling cards to represent your energy, the cards to represent an energy connected to you, and then how those energies are mingling and dancing in the middle. We'll pull a card for the overall energy and then we'll close off the reading with an oracle card. Keep in mind, these are general readings. Only take what resonates and leave the rest behind. You can check out your sun, moon, rising, and north node for additional context and texture. And in the description below, I will have links for personal readings, connecting on social media, and for making donations if you'd like. Okay, let's get your overall energy here, Virgo, and we'll get started. I have my assistant, Blaze the Morky, over here. He has a new little throne beside me while I work, so happy to have him on board. He usually behaves. Oh, what you got here, Virgo? Virgo, you got the Seven of Pentacles as your overall energy. Wow, I like this for you. This feels like it's requiring you to be patient about something, but it also feels quite nurturing, like you're growing or building something. So considering that's the overall energy, let's see how it's going for you and whoever's connected to you. On your side, you get the Two of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the Fool. Okay, all right. So I'm wondering if there is something that at one point in your life you started, but then you got away from it. You became, life just got too confusing, too wrapped up, too busy for you, and you kind of stepped away from it. But lately you've been thinking about getting back to it. Could be something like an exercise routine, could be a business idea, a project idea, a home improvement idea, something along the lines of, you could definitely see yourself taking it from where you left off to where you're going in the future. Okay, so you're not a brand new beginner to this, but you got the Fool here, which kind of gives me the energy that you feel like you are. Or there could be something maybe holding you back a little bit from taking that leap. We'll get clarifiers. The person connected to you, they are maybe in some Leo energy. They have the King of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Empress. Wow, they're coming in with a lot of fire. It looks like they may be dealing with their own challenges, so they may be aware of what you're going through, and that, but they also know it's your process. It looks like they're wrapped up in their own process. Looks like they may be trying to bring in a better balance for themselves, masculine energies and feminine energies, action and receptivity. That appears to be what they're working on. But they're working on it in a very internal, like dealing with their own shit kind of thing. In the connecting energies, you get the Chariot and the Four of Cups. There's a little twinge of sadness and melancholy here in the connection. I do sense with the Chariot that you are both moving through this, but there is a little touch of that there. Let's get some clarifiers, Virgo, and see more about what's going on. Let's look at this Two of Swords for you. So in the past, like I said, I was kind of feeling like you were moving forward with something, or you did X amount of work on something and it maybe stalled. Maybe just life events got in the way. You got confused. You got up in your head. It's clarified by the Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. So you have the 7, the 9, and the Page here. This tells me that you're moving through the energies. It may be a little slow. You may be a little impatient around it. You may want the results right now, but I'll tell you what I think a good practice would be for you to do. And that would be to imagine yourself immersed in whatever goal this is of yours. So you're in it, you're in the height of this opportunity, this goal, this achievement. How does that feel? I think you need to spend a little time on that, because I think you might have gotten tied up and distracted along the way on smaller things that don't matter, and they've kind of piled up in your mind. And now it's time to go into, wait, let me pull back. Let me get out of the details. Virgo, you're going to have to get out of the details and the this, that, and the other about it and come to that higher vantage point. It's interesting because Taurus had, you know, that seeing the forest through the trees as well. It's coming to that higher vantage point and it's taking a look at what the goal is and what kind of vibes and feelings it would give you once you're in that energy. So if you do a little practice, and it could be just a few minutes where you spin and you kind of go into, wow, imagine me, you know, rocking that workout or having implemented that project, or I started this new business and it's rolling and it's flowing. And what kind of energy does that put you in? What are the emotions you feel? And claim that. In some way, bring that into your heart, and then deep breath, come back into the present moment after you spend a little quick review there with that new energy, and do that as many times as you need to, because I think there's some clarity that's going to be coming. For the Hanged Man, it's clarified by the Six of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. So Virgo, you may have been, and I think Virgos can sometimes do this, because they like to be in service to others, which is beautiful. We all should be aiming for how we can help ourselves, others, the world, right? But Virgo, sometimes you tend to give to make others happy at the expense of your own happiness, and it leaves you a little resentful. I think you're aware of this. I think you're trying to have a new perspective on this. I think it goes along with exactly the goals you're trying to accomplish, because if you are emptying your cup for everybody else all the time, and I'm not saying don't give, I'm not saying don't serve, but there's got to be a real connection within you of how you acknowledge and reward yourself. There's got to be some acknowledgement there. And that you are serving and giving from the place that no matter what happens, no matter if the other people or person or situation receives what you're trying to give, that it's your act of giving that is the beauty. All right, don't be connected to whether or not someone or something else accepts that energy, because it's about you giving it out. And you know, you may have had a little imbalance there, and I think you're trying to, how do I do that differently? How do I take that and do it differently when it's my default? For the Fool, you get the Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. I love this. You are funny, Virgo, because here you are. You're right on the edge and preparing to take the leap. And on the one hand, you're holding these really slow, strategic energies with the Knight of Pentacles. And in the other hand, we have this Eight of Wands, which is like the big, huge gust of wind that comes and blows you off the mountaintop. So let's see what happens. That's where I'm going to leave that, Virgo. You're holding both energies. But, you know, the universe has a way. The universe has a way of adjusting the breeze level for us, encouraging us on our journey. For the King of Wands of the person connected to you, they get the Justice card and the Moon, two major arcana cards here. So it does appear that at times this person falls a little too much in the masculine energies of action and do and do and do, and they're having a hard time coming back into a place of peace and calm. They are on the move. They're very passionate about what they're doing. It's very big energy. It's a very big vision that they have. It's huge. And at times they get so much into the masculine aspects of it that they may seem to you a bit rigid at times, or a bit closed off. They're working on this, but it is like something that they struggle with. Let's look at this Five of Wands, because here's some more. Ooh, wow. This person is going through some inner conflict and growth like no tomorrow. The Five of Wands is clarified by the Nine of Wands and the Five of Wands. So this is going to be one of those situations, Virgo, where, and maybe it has to do with you pouring out your energy to this person in service to this person. They are going through a very interpersonal process inside, them versus them. And there's a lot of conflict in there that they're trying to unwind. It makes them a little battle weary, especially with their, I want to say, imbalance in, being in some of the masculine energies. Excuse me. And it may just be part of their passion, their job, their desire of what they're trying to do. But there's a lot of internal conflict about how they figure out how to make this work in a way where they don't feel like beat up and spit out at the end of the day. So they may need a little space on this. That may be where it may not be that they don't want to receive like what you're giving. It could be that they just are so tied up in their internal process, they're not in a place yet to receive. But they do have this Empress coming in here. And the Empress is probably the ultimate queen of being able to receive. So it looks like these energies are coming in. And they get the Queen of Swords and the Strength card to clarify this. So this person could be looking a little bit too much in the mental space to try to figure out how to receive, when really they just need to be in their heart. Again, they have this passion, this Leo energy coming in, very fiery, very big. And it appears that part of this journey for them is figuring out the balance between the mental spaces and the heart spaces. So there's a lot to come together for this person. There's a lot going on. I could see how maybe you try to give to them and you're like, you don't necessarily get the reception that you want from them. And it isn't anything personal. It's just what they're going through right now. The Chariot in the connecting energies. Yes, you're bringing in the Three of Swords. They're bringing in the Hierophant. So this is you saying, hey, as this relationship moves forward, you're not receiving what I'm giving, and that causes me pain, and it causes me to be down. And they're coming in and saying, listen, this is about, at this time, what I'm going through is about my own inner authority. It's about my connection to all that is and how I want to show up in the world. So they're kind of giving me this sense of like, and the Hierophant kind of holds up, like this hand like this. In this particular reading, it feels like they're saying, peace, just give me a moment. Give me a moment. I'm coming to it. I know I'm not as receptive as you would like me to be. For the bit of sadness that's in the connection here, you bring in the energy of the Five of Swords, and they get the Knight of Swords for this Four of Cups. These may be a bit of conflicting thought energies. This may be times in your communications that go up against each other a little bit, and it kind of leaves you both feeling a little like, what the heck? Like, how is this ever gonna work out? Virgo, honestly, it feels like with these energies that you're working through and what you're looking at is the more you're able to pull and focus on yourself, the quicker this person moves into resolving their internal conflict, because you pulling back a little bit and giving some of those service elements to yourself gives this person space to do the work they need to do, and then the energies can come back together. So just give this a little time to work itself out. Virgo, let's get you a card from the Super Attractor Oracle to close off your reading today. Virgo, the card you got from the Super Attractor Oracle is, I'm in awe of the magnificent guidance that's available to me. And here's the card. And Virgo, Your whole reading was about you coming in and understanding that, yes, you have this beautiful energy. You love to be in service to others. It makes you happy when you're able to do something and it lifts others up. But now it's time to lift yourself up. These energies are available to you, and for you to fully embrace the awe and wonder of what the universe can offer you, it's about being in service to understanding balance and understanding nurturing these energies. It doesn't mean you're selfish. I think that's where a lot of you are getting hung up. It's not selfishness, it's self-care. And it opens up this awe and wonder that the universe has at your doorstep. Okay, Virgo, wow, powerful reading, very cool. Thank you so much for joining. If you've listened this far, please like, share, subscribe. Your support and your comments and your help and your just energy really is so amazing to me. I am recording on a new device, so this should be an even clearer picture than before. Very exciting, and I can't wait to see you next time.